Hello everyone and namaste. In this video I'll be showing you guys how to do the Celtic cross. I know there's a ton of resources out there on doing the Celtic cross because it is one of the most popular tarot spreads besides the past, present, and future, the 3-card spread, which this also goes into the past, present, and future as well. But to me, I love the Celtic cross because it goes into detail about how to find a good solution to the situation that you're in, and it goes into your unconscious desires and what is hindering you. I think that it's very, very helpful, and it's the one that I use the majority of the time when I'm doing tarot spreads. So this deck is actually one that I have made myself. There's a site where you can make decks of cards, and one of them is the tarot deck. And you just use images that either you've taken. I took all my images off of Google Images, besides one that I had taken myself. I am so glad I did that because it is the best thing that I have ever done with tarot. I absolutely love every single card. I am able to interpret them a lot easier. I just think that it's definitely something that everybody should do if they are having problems with connecting with the deck. Anyway, so this is how I go about shuffling my deck. It is very simplistic. I just go back and forth until I feel like there's a good stopping point of where it just resonates well with me. So on the Celtic cross, there are 10 cards, and the first card you stick in the middle, and it represents the current situation that you're in. And the second card, it just crosses that current situation, and it represents elements that are hindering you. What is going on that is hindering you in this situation, and hindering you from moving forward, or that you just keep getting hung up on. Number 3 represents your unconscious desires. Sometimes that can also be represented as what is hindering you. Number 4 relates to your past. And a thing to remember is that the past card always goes off of what your current situation is. It may be something that had happened that influences where you're at in your current situation, like something that happened in the past, and that got you to where you're at right now. Number 5 is your conscious goals. So unlike the past goals, unlike the your unconscious desires, this one is the one that you consciously know of, that you're wanting to tap into and to get you somewhere, your goals in the situation that you're in, unlike what your unconscious goals would have been. 6 is your near future, and always know that the future is changeable. A lot of people think that, at least people who don't know tarot reading it's telling you your future and that's what's going to happen, and it's not true. It's just an idea of, if things stay the way that they are, it might happen, and you can change that if you want to. If you don't like what is going on in the spread, you can change it, and your outcome will change as well. Number 7 is your approach to the situation that you're in, and sometimes your approach might be something that you need to change. I know I've definitely have done card readings for myself, and I realized that the way that I was going about the situation was hindering in itself. I needed to find a different way of approaching the situation. And sometimes you find that it's just right. The way that you're going about it is very good. Number 8 is your current environment. So this is different from your current situation. The environment that you're in, it influences the situation. So for example, if you're in a bad environment, maybe that's the reason why you're in this particular situation. I think that the environment card is definitely very helpful because it makes you realize what is affecting your situation. Sometimes you need to step out of the box and see the bigger picture. Maybe it's the environment that is the problem. Number 9 is your guidance card. I find this card very, very helpful. A lot of times what I get on the guidance cards it's mind-boggling, and it's very, very helpful. So a lot of times I get the Buddha. So in my deck, what I've made for the Hermit, which represents self-reflection and basically isolating yourself in order to dive deeper into your own self and doing mindfulness and stuff. I had turned the Hermit into the Buddha because I felt like the Buddha was a very great representation of the traditional Hermit card. But it seems like it's so funny how the tarot is. I mean, I know a lot of people don't believe in tarot readings, that it's just all hoodoo, but I think it's always funny that I get the best cards on the guidance ones. And a lot of times it's the Buddha. And that always just reminds me that I need to take a break and look at the bigger picture and look inside of myself and figure out what is going on. And then the last one, number 10, is the final outcome. And the final outcome has to do with basically if things stay the same from this reading, the outcome will be this. Obviously, that is changeable, and sometimes you would like the outcome to be that particular way, and sometimes you wouldn't want the outcome to be that way, and you would want to change that, and that's definitely very doable, obviously. And the final outcome is different than the future card, because the future card has to do with the near future. The final outcome is like the big picture of if everything stays the same, then eventually, and it may be months down the road or years down the road, whatever timeline it might be, it could possibly come about. So that is the Celtic Cross, and I hope that helped you guys. Like I said, this is definitely one of my favorite ones. So I'm sure you guys are dying to see what the cards actually are. So I'll go ahead and I'll flip them over, but in the next video that I do, I'll let you guys know the interpretation of the cards. So my current situation, I got the King of Wands. What is hindering me is the Ten of Swords. My unconscious desires is the Four of Wands. My past is the Nine of Swords. My conscious desires is the King of Pentacles. My near future is the Chariot. My approach to the situation is the Tower. My environment is the Page of Wands. My guidance card is the Three of Cups. And my final outcome is the Moon. Alright, so hopefully that was helpful for you guys. And in the next video, I'll be showing you guys what the meaning of all of these cards are. And I'll see you in the next one. Namaste.